Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to episode number 4 of my Getting Back in Shape series. Just to let you know what's going on in the background right now, doing a row machine for a warm-up. We'll get back into that in a second. Today's workout, episode number 4, is a core workout. I'm going to be doing some Turkish get-ups and then using the cable machines for some core. Just wanted to give you a quick preview. We're about to get into it now. First things first, I'm just doing, I think I did 2, maybe 3 minutes on the row machine. Not too much, not too hard, just trying to get the blood going. I'm obviously not gonna show you the full 2 to 3 minutes of me doing that. Just know I did it for about 2 to 3 minutes. After that, we got 15, 10, and 5. That's 15 jumping jacks, 10 squats, 5 push-ups. I'm gonna do this one 2 different times. I'm gonna do this one a lot throughout this series. Really good for getting the body going. We got some jumping jacks to get the blood going, some squats for the lower body, and push-ups for the upper body. In the future, like after the Getting Back in Shape series, I'll still do it every once in a while just because it's so good to get going. And that's 15, 10, and 5. I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up. It's just 5 push-ups from this point on. Well, I guess I'll talk you through it. I got the elbows in. I forget, not everybody knows how to do a push-up. Elbows in close to the body, guys. Get the pants tight. Don't want to lose those. Then I got some trunk twists, about 8. I really don't keep count. Somewhere around 8. If I'm keeping count, then I do 8 each way. But I also don't pay attention half the time. But the number is not that important. Somewhere between 7 to 10, you're good to go. Standing up straight and then also bending over forward. Look at my hair, isn't it beautiful? All right, so trunk twist, standing and leaning forward. Then I'm gonna go into some arm movements. We have 8 in both directions, trying to get those circles as wide as possible, forward and back. I don't know why I didn't do it. I should have gone overhead in both directions, but I went straight into some across the chest. I think I was excited to be working out in the Alpha Elite gym. Next, we got some shoulder rolls, trying to get those circles as big as possible as well. And then we got some head rolls, 8 in each direction. Again, trying to make that circle as big as possible. Maybe pretend like there's a pencil on top of your head and you're trying to draw a really big circle. Does that help? And then finishing off with side to side, trying to touch that ear to the shoulder. And then front and back, trying to put the chin to your chest, the back of your head to your back. So that was the end of the warm-up. This is the Turkish get-up. It is a very complicated well, it's not very complicated, it's just one of the more complex exercises. It's so complicated that I'm gonna have a separate video over how to do it. If you know how to do it, then you know I'm doing it right, because this is great form, but there's so many different things that go into this. I have to save it for a separate video. Just know I did 4 sets because the first one is a warm-up, super lightweight. I don't do these a lot, so whenever I start back, I wanna make sure that I'm doing it right. Like I say, these are really, really good, but very lightweight for 1, and then 3 sets of actually doing the weight. I don't know how much this weight is. It's in kilograms anyway, so everything's confusing with these kettlebells, but I know I did 3 reps on each side, going down or getting up and then going back down. Just drains a lot of energy, so I keep these reps low. And then I did the opposite arm, but we don't need to watch the opposite side. You can watch the other side again and pretend like it's the opposite side. Okay, so those were the Turkish get-ups, or you might see them referred to as TGUs. I'm gonna walk y'all through these next ones real quick before you look at it. Might be kind of complicated. I'm doing 2 different exercises, a chop and a lift. You'll see in a second. On one of them, it looks like I'm chopping something, and then on the other one, it looks like I'm lifting. I'm gonna do the chop and the lift on both sides with both my inside and outside knee down. So 2 different exercises, but with the knee down on each side. I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you, and then it should make a little more sense. This is the chop with the inside knee down. They call it a chop because it looks like I'm chopping something. So there's different ways to train the core. This way I am keeping my core stable and then moving my extremities. In this case, it would be my arms, taking the weight from one direction and pulling it in the opposite direction while trying to keep my core stable. So I don't know if I said it or not yet, 8 reps. I'm doing all of the exercises 3 times. Just switched to the same chop, but now I have the outside knee down. And so I didn't show it to you in the video, but I did the other side. In between there, this is the lift. Now you can see I'm lifting the weight instead of pulling it down, the lift with the inside knee down. And then of course I'm gonna finish up lifting with the outside knee down. The video goes real quick. Sorry, let me pause it. The video goes real quick because I only showed you 1 set, but I did all 3 of those, my bad. I did all 4 of those, chop and lift, both knees down, back to back, as opposed to doing the chop with the inside knee down 3 times and then switching exercises and doing it 3 more times. I didn't want my body to get exhausted on one exercise, so instead of doing an exercise 3 times in a row, I went through all 4 exercises once, over and over again. Like I say, that Turkish get up, you can either look up, they got tons of videos on YouTube, or I will make a separate video about it. That's a really, really good one. And then the chop and lifts, all of it's great for the core. Not so much for looks, but for athletic performance. So it's not going to build up the muscles in your abdominals if you're like a bodybuilder or a physique competitor, but if you're interested in feeling better or performing better, this is how you want to train your core. All right, I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one.